just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. And off from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him...
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now the play fake. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Woodhead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll go to the sneak. Gets it past the marker. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Hokies are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU.
Finds his man. It's Adams.
Week in out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a connection. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers or big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pocket breaking down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Hokies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets 3 on the ground. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road in this highly ranked. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia Tech's offense will get the first crack at it here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the give off the left side. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grove. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hokies with a long way sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Grove. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Give to the running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. After another clutch third down conversion, it's first and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Finds his big tight end, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So NC State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Got his man to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Adams. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They go to the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! Finding himself. The ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Rides the back on the option to give. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The kick is on its way. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Here's the handoff. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Hokies! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He leaves it with his back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They're going to run it. Jukes his way for more. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be deep long, stopped in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the touchdown. NC State. And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Grove. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, better look out! And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Hauls it in. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. NC State quick to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Miranda. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's on target and complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, always one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
And the Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Reels it in down the left side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
The Wolfpack will have first and 10. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on third and 10. Quick strike complete. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. He's got it on the right. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Nice move there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got the back over the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working that left side now. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Trying to run it in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score.
third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Hard-hitting tackle. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back to the ground game on the left. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got him downfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just feeds the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Quick handoff. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field. A shot toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and fires complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Knocked down for the tackle. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Inside the 30. Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll leave it with him. Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got a little space. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playing the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He'll try it again. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's blown. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 24 over Kent State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Williams will pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year, and nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.
Dang right, I'm confident in what I see. Good start, good team. You could tell they got something special. I know it's early, and there's a lot of time to come down the road, but so far, this definitely looks like one of the best teams in college football.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.